All right. This is lesson 3.2, angles of triangles. So you should have written 2 vocabulary phrases, interior angles of a polygon and exterior angles of a polygon. Can somebody tell me what the definition for interior angles was? Melina.
The angles inside the polygon.
Very good. So for instance, if you look at this triangle, you have those shaded red areas. Those are interior angles because they're on the inside of a polygon. What is the definition for exterior angles of a polygon? Caleb?
The outside of the polygon.
All of the angles on the outside of the polygon. You can see the shaded blue areas here. There's also this vertex section. All right, so down below, this is the more important thing. I have to move my face. The sum, this one needs to be in your journal, of interior angle measures of a triangle equals 180. So all 3 angles added up equals 180. You can either write the words or the algebra. X plus y plus z equals 180. But if you write the algebra, then you have to draw the picture. If you write the algebra, then you have to draw the triangle with the labeled. If you just write the words, that's fine. You just need to know that if you add up all the inside angles of a triangle, it adds up to how much?
180.
Very good. So can you imagine we're probably going to do that a bunch today? Says like somebody who drops it often. All right. So example 1, write this in your journals. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Find the measures of the interior angles of each triangle. So for A, we have 32 degrees, 48 degrees, and an unknown x degrees. So can we create an equation to solve for that x? Yes. So you're going to say x plus 32 plus 48 equals what? 180. Now can we simplify and solve? Yes, it's a Monday. We are all sleepy. Caleb's the only one talking, and Evo kinda. Come on, guys, respond.
Yes.
Excellent. So we're going to simplify by adding 32 and 48 to begin with, which gives you 80. Now, how do we get the x by itself?
Minus 80.
We subtract 80 from both sides. So you're going to get 180 minus 80 equals 100. So the x value measurement is 100 degrees.
Wait, do I have to put the sum measurement?
No, you can say x equals 100. Just put the little degrees sign. So you labeled it. All right, so let's look at B. This one becomes a little trickier because you see we have an expression inside here. But first of all, let's look at this angle with the red box. What does that tell you? What does the red box tell you? That measurement is 90. So we know this one's 90. We know this one's x, and then this one over here is x plus 28. Add all those up, what should we get? If we add all those up, what's our total measurement? 180. So we can set those x plus that expression, x plus 28 plus 90 should equal 180. Now we can simplify for x, right? So when you have x plus 28 in the parentheses like this, you can just drop the parentheses. There's nothing extra special here. So how many x's do we have? 2. And 28 plus 90 would give you? 118. Then we need to do what? Subtract 118, and you get 62. And our last step is to divide by 2. Very good. Which would be x equals 31 what?
31
degrees for this one. But what's our third measurement? It's 28 plus 31 for this third. It says, tells you to find the measures of each angle. We know one of them is 90. We know that this one is just x, which is 31. But this one is x plus 28. So what's 31 plus 28? 59. So you do have to list the 3 angles here. 59, 31, and 90 are your 3 angles. So you do need to make sure you understand what it's asking. Because we solved for x, which in one of the angles meant we had to add something to it. Does that make sense? Yes,
Oh, wait, never mind. I saw my own question.
you did great. Any other questions?
Wait, no.
Go ahead.
So we did x plus, is it because the in parentheses x plus 28, or will it always just be addition?
It will not always be addition.
Okay.
Yep, good question. Sometimes it'll be minus, sometimes it'll be multiply. So you have to know what you have to do in there before you go to the next step.
The tries, do you want us to write the shape or just how we did it?
Let's go look at it.
Draw the shape.
You do not have to draw the shape. So, all right, go do the triads, number 1 and 2. All right. So there is also a formula to solve for the exterior angle measure of a triangle. If you look at this formula here, Z, see Z is on the outside of this straight line here, right? Z equals the two opposite non-adjacent interior angles. So it can't be the one right next to Z, it's the two across. You see that? So if I add X and Y, I should get the answer for Z. All right. I've said that 2 different ways. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes.
So let's do an example. All right, so we're going to find the measures of the exterior angle here. So X is on the outside. So I'm going to look at which 2 angles to add up to equal X.
36 and 72.
Very good, the opposite side. So I'm going to say 36 plus 72 is what X should equal. Somebody add those up for me.
108.
So the exterior angle measure equals 108 degrees. Don't forget the little degree sign.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, same thing here. Now we're just dealing with a little bit of algebra to solve it. But what should equal the 2A?
The 2A equals A minus 5 plus 80.
Very good. So 2A equals the addition of these 2 angles. Now can I solve for A? Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so this is A minus 5. There's no simplification there, so you can just drop the parentheses. What is 80 minus 5?
75.
So then you have A plus 75. Now how do I get the A on the same side? Well, no, move the A. So I'm going to move this A over here. So 2A minus 1A is an A. So does A equal 75? Yes. Now we're not done yet because it said find the measure of the exterior angle. So I have to plug that in next to the 2. So 2 next to parentheses of 75 is what kind of math? Multiplication. So what's 75 times 2? So the measure of that exterior angle is 150 degrees. Which makes sense because you see how it's a big, huge, wide angle? An obtuse angle rather than less than 90. All right, any questions on how I did this? Because you're about to do it. So if you have a question, now's the time to ask. All right, go do your try-its. Try it number 3 and self-assess all the way through number 6. Huh? No. I said do the try-it 3 and then self-assess through number 6. And then we will do the example together in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and do example 3, question marks? 3, right? Real life word problem, so make sure we're labeling. Put this in your journals. An airplane leaves Miami, right here in Florida, and travels around the Bermuda Triangle, as shown in the diagram. So it goes to Puerto Rico, then over to Bermuda, and then back to Miami. What is the measure of the interior angle at Miami? So you see where they have the X degrees? So they want to know what the measure of that is. So how do we set this up to figure it out? Go ahead, say it out loud. Add, but add what?
X plus X minus 44.8 plus 62.8.
Yep. You guys got it. Very good. So write this down. You don't have to write the parentheses because there's nothing to simplify there. So you can just say X plus 2X minus 44.8 plus 62.8. Yeah, make sure you write the minus. And then we need to simplify. What is x plus 2x? 3x. What is negative 44.8 plus 62.8? We're adding the 62.8 minus 44.8. So you get 18. Yep. All right, now we need to move everything away from the x. So we move the 18 by doing what? Subtraction. So 180 minus 18 would give you 162. The last thing we need to move is the 3 by doing what? Division. So divide by 3, you get 54. So that's the measure of x. Now it's asking for the measure of the Bermuda, or this angle here. What is the measure of this angle?
Which one?
This one right here by Miami. It's just x, right? So we don't have to do anything else. So then the measure of the angle by Miami is 54 degrees. Very good. Make sure you label it. Question?
We have them for degrees, right? But on the questions we just did, it didn't have us put a degree.
I know this is Mrs. C's telling you you'll need it for the test. Now, if I were to have you tell me what the degrees are by Puerto Rico, could you do that? Yes? Somebody tell me what it is.
It is 8.
Oh, you just do 54 minus 44.8, right?
Not quite. What's this in front of the x?
54 minus 2x minus 4.
You got to do 54 times 2 first. 63.2 is correct. So you do the 54 times 2 and then subtract the 44.8, which gives you 63.2 for Puerto Rico. Very good. All right. Your last is self-assess through number 8, and you're done. 2 more problems, and you're done for the day. Woohoo!